Chapter 11. Data Manipulation. Chapter 11.1. Understanding Database Structures. Traditional flat file databases store data using a system of files, records, and fields. A field is a single item of data like a forename or date of birth. A record is a collection of fields, for example, all the information about one person or item. A file is an organized collection of records, usually where all the records are organized so that they can be stored together. We will be using Microsoft Access, which is part of Microsoft Office. The field Access stores its data in the form of tables, which are organized by rows and columns. Two or more of these tables can be joined together because Access is a relational database rather than a flat file database. But this is beyond the scope of the practical section of this book. Each row in a table contains a record. Each column in the table represents a field, and each cell in the column has the same well-defined field type. Field types. When you create a new database, you will set each field or a field type. The field type will tell Access how to store and manipulate the data for each field. We will usually decide what field type should be used for each field. There are a number of field types that you can use, and different packages may have different names for these. The list below shows the generic names for these field types, but depending upon the package used, you may have different names. For example, in Access, an alphanumeric field is called a text field. The three main types of field are alphanumeric, which is that data can store alphabet characters or numeric data that will not be used for calculation. In Access, this is called a text field. Then, a numeric field type, which that is used to store numeric values that may be used for calculations. This does not include numeric data like telephone numbers, which should be stored in an alphanumeric field type. In Access, this is called a number field. There are different types of numeric fields, including integer fields, which store whole numbers; decimal formats, which will allow a large number of decimal places or a specified restricted number; currency values, which will allow currency formatting to be added to the display; date and time formats, which store a date or time as an number; a boolean field type, which is used to store data in a yes or no or true or false form. There are other types of field. There are other field types as well, like a memo type, but they are not available in all packages, so will not be in the practical examinations. As stated above, you will be using Access. It is important to make sure that you use the field names exactly as given in the question paper, unless you are asked to provide appropriate and meaningful field names. In this test, you are asked for appropriate and meaningful field names, so start by looking at the detailed descriptions given instead of the field names, or even examine the data to work out what information the field contains.